We got to get back to doing what's expected of us as free citizens in this democracy. That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us. Hey, we begin this Tuesday with a rant, with a 4 to 5 to 6 minute rant. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it rip. TikTok, I'm going to watch my language, but I got something to get off of my chest to start this Tuesday. It's about damn time, Kamala Harris. Amen. It's about time. More of this. Go after Donald Trump every single day. From the moment, Kamala Harris, that you became the Democratic Party nominee, you should have been going after Donald Trump with everything you got. Do not normalize him. He's not normal. He's a unique, dangerous threat to this country. You needed to be calling him out for that every single day. I'm glad that you began to do that last night. Amen. Don't stop. More of this. Man, I have a hard time sleeping at night, because if Donald Trump is normalized, he can win. We must never normalize him. He's a horrible human being. He's a pathological liar. He is a traitor to this country. He is undemocratic. He doesn't love this country. He fucking badmouths this country every single day. The country's going to speak. The people of this country are going to speak in 3 weeks. And you know what? Donald Trump will never accept what the people say. He will never accept the will of the people if he loses. Kamala Harris, shout that. Scream that from the mountaintops. Man, it's about time, Kamala Harris. Go after Trump every single day. You've got 21 days to do this. If this election is about Trump, he loses. How unfit he is, he loses. How dangerous is, he loses. How traitorous is, he loses. How dishonest he is, he loses. How cruel he is, he loses. How divisive he is, he loses. How ignorant he is, he loses. How un-American he is, he loses. If the election's about him, about that, he loses. And I know you're being pressured, Kamala Harris. I know your advisors from day one have told you, talk about the price of bread, talk about the price of gas, talk about crime on our street, talk about all the other issues that the American people care about. And I say, bull crap. The American people are capable. The American people are capable of caring about the price of gas and giving a damn, caring about their democracy. The American people are capable enough of caring about crime on their streets and caring about the sanctity of our elections process. Kamala Harris, have faith in the American people. By the way, that's always pissed me off. When Democrats say that, Joe Biden, you got to talk about the economy. Don't talk about the threat to democracy. Kamala Harris, you got to talk about the economy and crime. Don't talk about the threat to democracy. How fucking condescending is that? As if middle class and working class and lower class Americans are not capable, are not smart enough, are not American enough about caring about their damn democracy, about giving a damn that the Republican nominee is someone who would get rid of our democracy. There's this condescending attitudes that too damn many Democrats have when it comes to working class Americans, that they don't have the bandwidth to care about the price of bread and the viability of their democracy. Well, damn it, I think Americans, I think working class Americans, I think regular Americans, white, black, and brown, are smart enough, decent enough, and capable enough of caring about both. of caring about the price of groceries and whether or not their democracy survives or not. And Kamala Harris, Donald Trump would get rid of our democracy. Donald Trump would be done with our democracy. You need to win, you need to say that. You need to believe that, and you need to say that. And thank you, Kamala Harris, because last night, amen, Kamala Harris began to say it. Kamala Harris took the gloves off at a rally last night and went after Trump, mocked Trump, went after Trump, called Donald Trump rightly unhinged, unstable, and most importantly, said that Donald Trump wanted unchecked power. By the way, all you Tea Party patriots, that's right? All you Tea Party patriots who believe in limited government, right? Who don't believe supposedly in authoritarianism. You believe in a limited government. You believe in freedom. Donald Trump has told you he would do away with freedom. He would do away with limited government. He wants to be a damn king, a dictator. And Kamala Harris finally called him out last night. By the way, a day after Trump uttered words that should utterly disqualify him again, right? How many times has that happened? How many times has Trump said shit that utterly disqualifies him from ever holding office? Trump over the weekend said he would put the military on his political opponents. Donald Trump said that over the weekend. He would sic the military on his political opponents. Words a dictator would say, actions a dictator would take. Words that an authoritarian would say, and actions that an authoritarian would take. Never, ever, ever words that should come out of an American president's mouth. Never, ever, ever words that should come out of a candidate for president's mouth here in America. But Trump says it, and you all don't give a damn. Trump says, you know what? If I'm elected, I'm going to use the military to go after my political opponents. It's not the first time Trump said something like that. It's not the second time. It's not the third time. It's not the 13th time. It's not the 33rd time. Donald Trump has said this incessantly. And Kamala Harris last night had finally had enough. And Kamala Harris last night called him out on it. At a rally, Kamala Harris said, enough. This guy Trump is unhinged. He's unstable. And he wants unchecked power. And then Kamala Harris at a rally actually played clips, Trump's greatest hits of everything Trump has said that is dictatorial and authoritarian. Every time Trump has said he wants to jail his political opponents. Every time Donald Trump has said he wants to use the military to go after his political opponents. Kamala Harris played these clips at a rally. And all I could think last night as I watched Kamala Harris's rally was, it's about damn time. You got 21 days to go, Madam Vice President. The only way Trump loses is if most Americans understand and see what an ugly, intolerant, dangerous threat he is. That's the only way he loses. If you're having a campaign about the price of bread or the price of gas or crime on the streets, Trump can win that campaign because Trump will lie, bullshit, and demagogue his way to victory. But he can't lie, bullshit, and demagogue himself out of everything he's said that is just plain and simple un-American. Everything he's said, like what he said over the weekend, he's going to use the military on his political opponents. Everything he's said like that, that is anathema to what America is. Kamala Harris has 21 days. She needs to do this day after day after day. And I think it's pretty simple. I think it's pretty clear because Trump makes it really, really easy. Donald Trump is un-American. Plain and simple. Donald Trump is un-American. That's what Kamala Harris needs to say. She was getting there last night. She said unhinged. She said unstable. She said he wants unchecked power. She needs to get to un-American really damn soon. And I was on a TV show last night, and people were laughing at him, but laughing about, like, Trump said he wants to use the military on his political opponents. There's nothing funny about that. I don't want to laugh about that. I want to raise righteous holy hell about that. I want to wake up and shake every damn American and tell every damn American, this is not who we are. This is not what we have or want in an American president. That doesn't happen here. An American president can't have the military go after his political opponents. That's not who we are. No, I don't want to laugh at that. And by the way, I don't want Kamala Harris to mock that. And she didn't last night. Kamala Harris got a little righteous indignation in her last night. And we need to see more of it. Kamala Harris, we need to see more of it. Because you need to win. And you need to paint that picture of what Trump is. And I know people can go off on that bizarro rally he had last night. He was supposed to have a town hall last night in Pennsylvania, and Trump took like 2 or 3 questions, and then he just stood on stage and swayed to music for 40 minutes. Absolutely fucking nuts. If Biden or Harris had done what Trump did last night, not taking questions at a town hall where he was supposed to take questions, and just on stage listening to and swaying to music, it was bizarro. If Biden or Harris had done that, man, the media would be screaming for Biden or Harris's head right now. But we hold Donald Trump to a lower standard. We don't treat poor Donald like we treat all the other candidates. We treat Trump like a child. I suppose people can go after him for that and mock Trump for what he did last night. But I'd rather go right at the American people with the things that Donald Trump has pledged to do. And Donald Trump over the weekend, damn it, pledged, not for the first time, to use the military to go after his political opponents. And there is nothing American about that. There is nothing Tea Party about that. There is nothing conservative about that, my MAGA friends. That is un-American. Those are the words of and the actions of a dictator. And MAGA, unless you tell me you want a dictator in office, damn it, you need to oppose that. Kamala Harris last night said enough. And she went after Donald Trump in a way that she should have gone after Donald Trump on day one. Happy warrior, sure, but warrior. I saw more warrior last night and less happy. And that's perfectly fine with me because the life of our democracy is on the line in this election. Trump wins. If Trump wins, he would be done with our democracy. So Kamala Harris, respectfully and lovingly, from one of your big old supporters, I need to see a hell of a lot more warrior. I need to see what I saw last night. Make this election about Donald Trump, the uniquely dangerous threat he is, like you did last night. And you win. And by the way, America wins. Hey, I got one more thing to get off my chest this Tuesday. Absolutely, says Jason. Warrior. Absolutely. I want her to be a warrior. Yes, says Joe. Kim Stacy says nutcase. Kim, I think you're talking about me because I'm called nutcase a lot, Kim. So I take that personally, Kim. But doggone it, I love you. I love your show, Kim. But we have a rule here on the Social Contract with Joe Walsh. If you call me a nutcase, nah, you got to tell me why I'm a nutcase, because we're all about starting a dialogue. Jackass commie lover, Mike says. Joe Walsh, you're a jackass commie lover. Same to you, Michael. I wish you the best of days, but don't just call me a jackass commie lover. Tell me why I am. And start a dialogue. My brother, start a dialogue. That's right, Nailersburg. We need Kamala Harris to win. America does. The democracy does. I don't want a dictator in the White House. You? Like, I don't want that. I don't want a dictator. And by the way, I'll do a show on that. Somebody just said to me, Joe, we're a constitutional republic, not a democracy. We're both. Keith, you got to remind me one day. I got to do a show just on that. It's going to be a 4.5-hour show. Every time I say Trump is a threat to democracy, I get 1,000 of his supporters, all good people, who say, God bless you, Clayton. Stay strong, Joe. It's hard. I'm exhausted. I get thousands of Trump supporters every time I say Trump is a threat to our democracy, who say, Joe, we're not a democracy. We're a republic. We're a constitutional republic. Answer, we're both. We're the world's oldest democracy. And damn it, I'm going to do a 3-hour show on just that topic. Just that topic. One other thing I wanted to get to today is this. I'm on the ground in every battleground state, campaigning for Kamala Harris. I'm part of Republicans for Harris. I'm out there every day trying to rally Republicans and independents to Kamala Harris. I hear often from Republicans and independents who are on the fence. They all give me a variation of, Joe, I know Trump is an asshole, but I don't really know much about Kamala Harris. I don't know where she's coming from. I hear this over and over and over. And these people are right. And it's up to Kamala Harris to show them and tell them who she is. Debbie Dingell, Congresswoman from Michigan, was on one of the shows yesterday, and she said something similar. Listen to Dingell. Listen to Debbie Dingell.
The first constituencies, union halls. And you've got to, I don't think people know Kamala Harris yet. I do. I know how great she is. They need to, they need to feel her. We all know who Donald Trump is. I'm not going to use any adjectives I some moments would like to, but he is who he is. He's passionate and he says what he thinks and people know him. They want to know that they know her. I think she's trying to do that. She's doing more media interviews. She's doing different places. And they just need to, I wish they'd just let her go into the union hall, quite frankly. You've seen a lot of discussion, I identified this a couple of months ago, is young black men who, and it's not her problem, it's Democrats' problems. And I'll say this, it's the way we didn't talk about trade in 216 in the right way.
Stop, Keith, stop. Stop her. Enough of Debbie Dingell. She said something there that made me scream. By the way, all of you on TikTok who couldn't hear Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, she said that she hears, I don't think people know who Kamala Harris is. She's a congresswoman from Michigan, Debbie Dingell is. She's out campaigning for Kamala Harris, and she's saying voters in Michigan don't know who Kamala Harris is. I believe that as well. And then she said something Debbie Dingell did that just drove me off the wall. She said, I wish the campaign would get her out there more. She said, I wish the campaign would let her go to pool halls and bars and whatever. Let her. It's her campaign. Kamala Harris should say, I'm going to pool halls. I'm going to taverns. I'm going up and down America. And so it's her call. It's not her campaign's decision. It's Kamala Harris's decision. I wish the campaign would let her get out there. Kamala Harris, get out there. There are so many undecided voters in America right now who don't like Trump, who know he's an asshole. They don't believe he's the threat to democracy that I believe, but they're sick of Trump and they don't want him in the White House. They're giving Kamala Harris a look, but they don't know her well enough. This is a problem. Again, the Harris campaign, for some reason, from day one said, we're going to cloister her. We're going to protect her. We're going to keep her away from people. We're going to keep her away from the media. We're going to keep her away from unfiltered questions from the media and regular voters at town halls. And you know what? I think this strategy has bit them in the butt. I think it's wrong. Get her out there. They should have gotten her out there from day one so that voters would know who she is, and she should, let it rip. Politicians are so fucking afraid to just be who they are and say who they are. And don't you dare tell me that Trump is who he is or says who he is. Every word out of Trump's mouth is a lie. But they've tried to protect Kamala Harris, and it's helped keep this race tight. Debbie Dingell in Michigan is exactly correct. Too many voters at this point, with 3 weeks left, do not know who Kamala Harris is. So too many voters in America, Harris campaign, are you listening to me right now? Too many voters in America are weighing. On the one hand, I got an asshole. On the other hand, I got a candidate I really don't know much about. And I'm afraid a lot of those voters are going to vote for the asshole over the one they really don't know that much about. It's her campaign. And I think a couple weeks ago, Kamala Harris and her campaign realized this is a problem. And so they began to get her out more into mostly friendly environments. Not nearly good enough for me. I don't think not nearly good enough to win. Kamala Harris, by the way, tomorrow will go on Fox News and have an up or down interview with Bret Baier. Good. She should have done that a while ago. Hell, I think Kamala Harris should go on the Sean Hannity show. She would eat Sean Hannity for lunch. She would run circles around Sean Hannity. I think Kamala Harris should go on the Joe Rogan show. And by the way, there are rumors that the Harris campaign is talking to Joe Rogan's people. I think she'd eat Joe Rogan's lunch because Joe Rogan is just like this great purveyor of disinformation. Go everywhere, Kamala Harris. Go everywhere. Do not be afraid. You are running to save democracy. Rip it all off and jump in and say, damn it, this is who I am. This is what I believe. That's what these voters right now who are undecided between the asshole they know and the candidate they want to like, but they don't just quite know. That's what they need to see. They need to know you. So Kamala Harris needs to go everywhere. I'm glad she's going on with Bret Baier on Fox News. She should go on with Hannity. She should go on. Hell, she should go on with Tucker Carlson. She should go on everywhere. She should hold good old-fashioned press conferences like the president does, like a president does. Take questions from all media sources if she wants to win. If she wants people to know who she is. Man, this has been my bugaboo. I'm glad to see that the Harris campaign is pushing themselves more. But I heard that line from Debbie Dingell. I wish the campaign would let her go to pool halls. Hello? Let her? Whose campaign is it? Whose name is on the ballot? I was about to say, I've never run for president. I did run for president very briefly, but when I ran for office, damn it, I wanted to go everywhere. And I told my campaign staff, send me everywhere. Put me in front of people who love me and put me in front of people who can't stand me. Put me in front of people, everybody in between. I'll take questions from everybody. Honest, respectful questions, and I'll fire back. God damn it. Getting phone calls. Cut that out. Sorry, TikTok. I'm done. Joe Walsh, what's the matter? Harris having a bad week? No, I actually think Harris is rebounding. I think Trump now is beginning to have a bad week. Whoever the fuck you are, stop spreading lies and get a life, says Joe. Joe, that's really interesting to me that you would watch somebody's show, somebody who you don't even know who they are. I'm glad you're watching. Come on back. I think you like this show. I really do. Clown Hall, says somebody else. Clown Hall? Why would you watch a clown? That always slays me too, right? People who tune into this show every day and they think I'm a clown or they think I'm an asshole. They can't stand me, but why do they tune in? It gives me hope because it makes me think that deep down in the back of most Trump supporters' heads, there's a little something there whispering to them. You know what? Keep an open mind. Listen to the other side. Maybe Donald Trump isn't your Lord and Savior. I want to believe that. Hey, everybody, it's only Tuesday. I hope you're having a good week. To poke fun at you. Okay. Hey, Jeff, if you listen to me to poke fun at me, that's fine. I'll poke fun right back at you. I hope you're having fun. We all got to have fun. You should laugh, cry, and learn something every day. My great aunt told me that every single day, do 3 things. Every single day. Laugh about something, cry about something, and learn something new. I promise you difference. I promise you stuff. There'll be stuff on this show, The Social Contract with Joe Walsh, that'll make you laugh and make you cry, and something that will be new. You'll learn something new. Thanks for listening, everybody. Joe Walsh whiteflag at gmail.com. That's my email. All one word. Joe Walsh whiteflag at gmail.com. Hope you're having a good week. Be brave.
Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract with Joe Walsh.